रजनी साहब सुपरस्टार नहीं हैं। मेरे हिसाब से रजनी साहब पूरे गैलेक्सी हैं।
Rajnikant, the superstar of the movie industry.
3 generations have seen your movies, and each generation has liked them as much as the previous generation. Are you a legend or a phenomena?
I'm just an act.
Let's learn today a law of attraction case study of how Rajnikant became Rajnikant.
If anybody who has got in this industry swag, and that has always been him.
So let's understand what makes Rajnikant so successful. It is not just his good luck, it is also his internal frequency.
Natural. So nowadays, actually, unnatural become, common. So I'm natural. I'm living my life like how the people, other people, they live like.
Ishwarya ji, thank you very much for accepting to do a opposite heroine character opposite me.
Rajnikant, the superstar of the movie industry. Let's learn today a law of attraction case study of how Rajnikant became Rajnikant. The reason I do these law of attraction case studies is to give you clarity on don't try to copy people's success, copy their frequency. Because what made them successful is their frequency. If you understand what their frequency is and you copy their frequency, there is a very high chance that you will have the same kind of success that they did. Does that make sense? But what is our frequency made of? Our frequency is made of specially two things: emotions and beliefs. What we feel has a specific energy to it, has a specific frequency to it. The more you feel that, the more you attract that in your life. What you believe has a very powerful frequency to it. Let's understand two parts of Rajnikant: emotions and beliefs. I'm going to show you two powerful emotional frequencies that I identified that Rajnikant follows and vibrates at, because of which he has that kind of success that he has today. The first emotional frequency, take a notepad, take a pen and write it down. It's called being comfortable in his own character. This is a very powerful emotional pattern that he has. He's very, very comfortable with himself the way he is. Let's take an example. Rajnikant is one of the probably the only, I don't know many other people, probably the only actor in the industry right now who's comfortable being bald and going out in the public being bald. Why? Because he's comfortable with himself the way he is. Not just that, he'll comfortably walk in his traditional dress as a lungi and kurta, and he has no shame in it. He's not trying to impress people. Why? Because he's comfortable with himself the way he is. Now imagine this. If you had the same power that Rajnikant had, if you had this amazing comfort in yourself the way you are, would you also attract the kind of success that he has? I'm not saying you may become the superstar of the country, but you will become a superstar of your life. So here's an affirmation that I want you to write down. I'm comfortable with myself the way I am. This may seem like a very simple affirmation, but it's a very powerful affirmation. The more you become comfortable with yourself the way you are, suddenly you'll realize you're not doing things only to impress people. You're not comparing yourself with other people. You're not doing things to feel a certain way in front of other people, because you are so comfortable within yourself that now all your energy can now be towards manifesting your goals rather than impressing people. Make sense? Now let's go towards his second emotional frequency, but make sure that you're writing this down. In fact, in the comment section below, do a recap and tell me what have you learned about two emotional frequencies of Rajnikant. Here's the second one. The second one is unshakable sense of security. Here's an example of that. Rajnikant is not perfect as a human being. Nobody is, right? Once he was struggling with alcohol. And in spite of struggling with alcohol, he revealed that habit in media. Said, I was struggling with alcohol, I was addictive to alcohol, and if I was not addicted to alcohol, maybe I would have done better in my life. It takes so much sense of security to share such a vulnerable thing with other people, to share one of your biggest weaknesses with other people. Imagine that one thing that he said, that he's alcoholic, that he's addicted to alcohol, could have probably dropped his fan following. Maybe it even did. Maybe some people actually stopped following him because of that point. But did he get scared because of that? Did he get insecure because of that? No. Why not? Because he is secured in himself the way he is. So write this down. I have unshakable sense of security. I have unshakable sense of security. I'll give you one more example of his unshakable sense of security. So in the year 2002, he played in a movie called Baba. And that movie was a flop. It didn't make money. So what he actually did was he gave the distributors their money back, because the distributors spent a lot of money to distribute the money, to distribute that movie called Baba. But in spite of that, when the movie flopped, he gave the money back to the distributors.
So मुझे एक याद है कि इनकी एक फिल्म रिलीज हुई थी, फिल्म का नाम था बाबा, और वो फिल्म थोड़ी चली नहीं थी, और मुझे अभी भी याद है मैंने पढ़ा था कि इन्होंने सारे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटरों को बुला के उनके पैसे वापस किए.
Why did he do that? Because he has this sense of security within himself that it's okay if I give this money back to them. In future, I will make money again when I do a good job in my movies. When my movie makes money, then my distributors will make money. And if my movie is not making money for my distributors, why should it make money for me? He is willing to lose money if his distributors, his partners are losing money. Will those distributors want to work with him next time? Of course, yes. Why? Because he has that amazing sense of security. Ask yourself, what kind of people would you like to do partnership with? What kind of people or what kind of person would you like to get married to? Someone who is secured or someone who is very insecure? Obviously, the answer is secured. So ask yourself, what is your level of security right now on a level of 1 to 10? Would you rate yourself at 8, that nothing can make you insecure? Now, if you're really honest with yourself, you will realize that most of us are very insecure within ourselves. So from today, let's build that sense of security within us the way Rajnikant has. And that is why write this affirmation down. I have unshakable sense of security. And the reason I'm saying the word unshakable, so that nothing outside shakes us. Does that make sense? Now let's move towards the second part of his frequency, which is beliefs. What is a belief? A belief is when something becomes your reality. That's why I always say that your belief is your personal reality. Now there are two kinds of beliefs. Either there is a powerful belief that gives you power, or there is a limiting belief. What is a limiting belief? It's like you're going somewhere and it is limiting you. It's not letting you move forward in life. These limiting beliefs stop us from moving beyond our problems in life. People like Rajnikant, they have powerful beliefs. There are 3 specific powerful beliefs that he has that I've identified by observing his life and some of his life situations. Here is the first belief that Rajnikant has. He believes in doing things differently. Yes, he believes in doing things differently. Example, those styles of he rotates the goggle like this and wears it, or takes that cigarette and puts it in his mouth. All those were things that directors have said he's the first one to try something so crazy. He always believes in doing things differently. If I had to put it differently, he's someone who's not a copycat. Many actors, what they do is they try to copy somebody because they feel if something is already working, might as well copy that to make it work. Rajnikant believes in being unique. He believes in doing different things. And that is why he reinvents himself again and again and again. Here's another belief that he has. He believes that age has nothing to do with success. So even today at this age, he's not shy from using makeup or prosthetic makeup to make himself look 20 years, 30 years younger. But look at the kind of roles that he does. His movie called Robot, the kind of acting that he did in that, the way he looked in that movie. Was he scared that what if people don't like him the way he looks? Now, he didn't have that question. Why? One, because he believes in doing things differently. And he believes that age has nothing to do with what he wants to really do in his life. And it also connects back to his emotional frequency. What is his emotional frequency? Remember, comfortable with himself the way he is and unshakable security. So with these kind of beliefs and these kind of emotions, he's able to make these kind of movies because that's his frequency. So ask yourself, do you have these 2 beliefs? Do you have this belief that you want to do things differently? You don't want to be a copycat. If not, write this affirmation down. I believe in doing things differently. I believe in doing things differently. I believe in doing things differently. The more you say that to yourself again and again, repetition creates a belief. That's why I'm giving it to you as an affirmation. The more you repeat it, the more you believe it. If you want to be part of a program where I give people subconscious programming to repeat this every day in their life, where you can practice with me these kind of beliefs like Rajnikant, like Amitabh Bachchan, like Azim Premji, they all have amazing, powerful beliefs. I have studied these beliefs and I help people subconsciously program themselves to feel successful and to feel powerful like these personalities. And I do this in a very special program called DMP, called as Daily Magic Practice. In this Daily Magic Practice, there are more than 1,000 members who meet us live every day on Zoom from Monday to Friday. I'm giving you the first lesson, the first day of this DMP completely free. Make this decision right now to be part of a subconscious programming exercise where you are able to vibrate at a higher frequency to attract your goals at 10 times more speed. Want to see what is DMP? Below this video, in the description, you'll find a link. Quickly click on it, register now, and get access to the first lesson of Daily Magic Practice. Coming back to Rajnikant, there is one more belief about Rajnikant that makes him who he is. And that is his third belief. His third belief is that his self-esteem has nothing to do with his professional life. What does that mean? Let me give you an example from his life first. Somebody once asked him that in spite of having so much success, so much money, how is he able to be so down to earth? And his answer was, I simply forget that I'm Rajnikant. He says that his personal identity as Rajnikant has nothing to do with his professional life. His professional life is different. Who he is in his personal life is completely different.
No, I am natural. So nowadays, actually, unnatural become, common. So I'm natural. I'm living my life like how the people, other people, they live like.
What is self-esteem? Self-esteem is your personal identity, the way you see yourself. The day you keep your self-esteem separate and your professional life separate, I'm telling you, just like Rajnikant, it will become so easy for you to be comfortable and happy in your daily life, and you will not measure how much you love yourself or what you feel about yourself by using your professional life. Example, whether he succeeds in his professional life, whether he fails in his professional life, it doesn't matter to him because he believes his identity in himself is very different. So here is a self-esteem affirmation that I love to use. The affirmation is, I love myself the way I am, irrelevant of what I have or what I don't have. Such a powerful affirmation is. Listen to it again. I love myself the way I am, irrelevant of what I have or what I don't have. Doesn't matter. Imagine if you felt like this about yourself every single day, where you would not measure yourself by what you have in your life, where you would not measure yourself by what you don't have in your life. When you have this kind of self-esteem, you have that kind of emotional pattern which I described earlier, unshakable sense of security, comfort in yourself, believing in then doing things differently and believing that age has nothing to do with your success. You can do anything at any point of time in life. If you had these kind of frequencies, these kind of emotions, these kind of beliefs like Rajnikant, like I said earlier, you may not become the superstar of the world, but you will definitely become the superstar of your life. You want to experience how it feels to be like a superstar? Come and be part of our daily magic practice right now. Click on the link right below this video right now, register, and I'll show you what it feels like to feel like a superstar every single day. But right now, tell me, what did you learn from Rajnikant? Tell me and do a recap with me by adding your points in the comment section below. What are his 2 emotions that I shared with you? What are the 3 beliefs I shared with you? And tell me, which superstar would you like to learn about next time, or which successful personality would you like to learn about next time? Not about how much money they made, not about how much success they have, not how many followers they have, not how many viewers they have, but what is their frequency. Tell me, who would you like to learn about, and I'll try to bring that case study to you very soon. But how will you come to know when I bring that case study to you? All you need to do is click on subscribe right now and then hit the bell icon. So next time we bring a case study, you definitely get a notification from YouTube. And share this video with anyone who you know who is a big fan of Rajnikant. And remember to see you in daily magic practice so that you can feel like a superstar starting today. Ready? Let's go. See you soon in the next video and in DMP.